Hi, this is Lena Shea and Iowa Mom. First, I gotta change into my grubbies. I'm ready.
My frame needed a fresh coat of paint.
If you have a good brush, it really helps because it gathers that paint and applies it nicely.
I bought some burlap because it has a large weave, and I bought enough fabric to cover clear to the outer edge of the frame. I laid the fabric over the bulletin board to measure it.
And I've got this edge cut perfectly straight and this edge cut perfectly straight, and I'm cutting it to the very outer edge of the frame. Okay, and one thing you can do, which is kind of neat, is you can pull a string. Anyway, you can kind of see where there's that little clear line there. So I want this perfectly straight. This is going to actually be the edge of the fringe. Shake it for about 2 minutes. And for this, you're going to want to have a drop cloth down. And I usually go one direction, you know, back and forth like that, and then wait for about a minute. It's better if you don't get the frame. Now, always, like with spray paint, you always want to turn it upside down to clear the nozzle. Otherwise, the next time you use it, it won't work. Now, when it's time to add the fabric, it's going to be a little sticky, but not terribly. See how I can still move that around. I'm going to get this so that it goes clear out to the outer edge. And you do have some time. You can kind of peel it up and down just a little bit for a while before it actually sticks. Now I'm going to go from the center one way, and the center the other way. Now we're going to go from the middle this direction, and as I'm pressing this down, it's actually stretching that fabric out just a little bit so it's nice and flat. I want to get that edge nice and sharp. So I'm going to use the edge of my scissor here and just press in there. And it's closed so it's not sharp. That's going to make a nice finished edge. We're going to check our edges, and as you can see, they're kind of pulling away a little bit, so I'm going to be using some of the Elmer's glue all, and I'm just going to smear a bunch of that right along here. Now press it down and take some tacks to hold that down in place. I'm going to cut right in the corner, right from this point into that point, and I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. And right now I'm going to just start pulling the fringe. One thing is handy is a little pin, kind of helps to get a hold of that string, and then you just pull on it like that.
Leave a couple rows of the string so that you have a place to turn the fabric.
You can see like it's about half fringe and half fabric. So now I'm going to take the glue, and I'm going to put the glue just nice and heavy right on that fabric. Not the fringe, just the where it's still all woven together. Sometimes the glue needs to just set for a minute so it gets tacky. I'm turning over this edge. I'm going to put the tacks in, and it will hold it down in place. We're going to have that nice little fringe work all the way around. We've let this set for a while, so I'm going to start taking the tacks out. We need to be a little careful when we're pulling those out. Hold your finger right back.
I used 6 of the strings that I had pulled out of the edge to create a bow. I cut some rectangles of burlap and pulled the strings out to make a fringe on the edge. I arranged them where I wanted them, and then I used the spray adhesive to attach them to the bulletin board.
This is Lena Shea and Iowa Mom. Thanks for watching.